All right, good morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're tuning in from. How are we all doing today? Thanks for joining me. What do we got? Daily Reflections, March 16th. Excuse me, I want to take my glasses off here so I can see. As we understand him, my friend suggested what then seemed a novel idea. Why don't you choose your own conception of God? That statement hit me hard. It melted the icy intellectual mountain in whose shadow I had lived and shivered many years. I stood in the sunlight at last. It was only a matter of being willing to believe in a power greater than myself. Nothing more was required of me to make my beginning. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 12. I remember the times I looked up into the sky and I reflected on who started it all and how. When I came to AA, an understanding of some description of the spiritual dimension became a necessary adjunct to a stable sobriety. After reading a variety of versions, including the scientific of a great explosion, I went for simplicity and made the God of my understanding the great power that made the explosion possible. With the vastness of the universe under his command, he would, no doubt, be able to guide my thinking and actions if I was prepared to accept his guidance. But I could not expect help if I turned my back on that help and went on my own way. I became willing to believe, and I have had 26 years of stable and satisfying sobriety. And just for today, inventory. The purpose of a searching and fearless moral inventory is to sort through the confusion and the contradiction of our lives that we can find out who we really are. Basic text, page 27. Using addicts are confused and confusing bunch of people. It's hard to tell from one minute to the next what they're going to do or who they're going to be. Usually, the addict is just as surprised as anyone else. When we used, our behavior was dictated by the needs of our addiction. Many of us still identify our personalities closely with the behavior we practice while using, leading us to feel shame and despair. Today, we don't have to be the people we once were. Shaped by our addiction, recovery has allowed us to change. We can use the fourth step inventory to see past the needs of the old using life and find out who we want to be today. Writing about our behavior and noticing how we feel about that behavior helps us understand who we want to be. Our inventory helps us see beyond the demands of active addiction, beyond our desire to be loved and accepted. We find out who we are at the root. We begin to understand what's appropriate for us and what we want our lives to be like. This is the beginning of becoming who we really are. Just for today, if I want to find out who I am, I'll look at who I've been and who I want to be. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to take another 24 hours for myself and wish you another 24 hours of continuous sobriety or whatever it is you're doing to be staying alive.